The name was derived from two trees.
Yes. Yeah.
In Yoruba.
Yeah. Yeah.
And can you say it the way? Because I think you said it. It was real far the way you did it.
Igimeji. Yeah. Igimeji from Meiji Igi. Yeah. Igimeji.
So, we got the meaning of the name of the band. You know, let's get back to why the fuck y'all was in Nepal to begin with. That's,
all right.
where we were at.
So, 2016, I come back from California, which is a whole other experience and story. I meet Kayla. We begin this journey performing music, being in each other's lives, dating in a regard. And I get this. No. In Dallas. This is in Dallas when I'm a teacher.
And you're a teacher?
Yeah. Full-on teacher, David W. Carter High School, certified to teach math and science, grade 7 through 12. I was teaching in Dallas ISD, bro. Yeah.
Y'all gonna have some smart ass. Yeah, man. Y'all motherfucking.
And then I taught there for 2 years, which is enough to forgive some grant that I got in college. And I was like, all right, cool. I've done that. Where do I want to teach next? And I got this opportunity on the spring break trip to San Francisco to a conference to teach in Nepal. I had the option to teach in Nepal or in China or in a couple other countries in the Middle East that I can't remember right now. But I took the first one that offered me a solid deal, and it was in Kathmandu, Nepal, and I'd heard a lot of good stuff about it. So I took that job, even though Kayla, we were in a position where I might not have been in. I was probably not right to take that job without considering her feelings first about it, and there's story kind of wrapped up in that.
I'm sure y'all a couple. Say less.
Right. So there's a lot that goes into that. Yeah. But I took the job anyway. I flew to Nepal. I'm having this awesome time. I'm teaching. It's a little bit difficult. I'm kind of figuring and learning that teaching is rough no matter where you go, and what's demanded of you versus how well you're compensated is, of course, not necessarily that fairly balanced. Kayla moves in with me in October off of some other situation, and we kind of wanted to really try and further ourselves as a couple ultimately. So Kayla had been living there with me from October. I've been there since August or late July. Yeah. I've been there in July, August, September. Kayla flies in living with me October. We're there living, working it out. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not so great. But ultimately, really powerful experience in how we formed up being Igimeji. And then in 2018, March 1st, I went to jail in Nepal. I got caught with hash. 15 grams of hash. So
explain what that means, because that doesn't mean really a whole lot to somebody over here.
Over here, it's 15 grams, I think, is enough to catch you some serious heat. Maybe in 2018.
So for them, the reason why they were so hard on Ladi when they initially arrested him was on a couple of things. One, it was because of how much hash he had on him. And at Nepal, there's only a certain amount that you're allowed to have, just here, before they're distribution. You're buying enough to distribute, so obviously you must be a drug dealer. So.
And I was Nigerian. That didn't help either. Yeah, and I told them I was Nigerian,
great reputation,
not American when they first arrested me, dude. Right?
I mean, y'all only robbing us for about $7 billion every year.
That's not just emails either.
Tell them how you truly feel. But I went through that. I got caught with it. They looked at me as a Nigerian person. Mm-hmm. They almost didn't believe that I was actually a teacher here, and I kind of had to prove it to the Attorney General. And even I feel in that situation, maybe
they were oh, he's a mastermind now.
Maybe
we did have to actually prove it.
They still then thought that even then to make an example out of me. But either way, they decided to prosecute me with the full extent of the law. So I was in jail while they were doing a whole investigation with the police for about. Can you have an asterisk too? Oh, let's get on me. But I'm in jail for 30 days. I'm there and I write magic probably on the 15th or 14th day.
What was going through your mind? Was you a solitary, general pop? How was
jail?
They do
jail is different. Jail is just one room, a cage, 2 latrines in the back, no toilets, latrines.
So it's like a hole or some shit.
Squat over and you shit in that thing. So
I'm with it though.
day one of
Dude,
I got street cred on a level.
I mean, like honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like if you had your own like place out there in the jungle, that'd probably be the way to go.
What the fuck? Oh no.
Can't really build a solid toilet. You gotta do a latrine. That's what it is.
Fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
That's the original way.
Fire in that hole.
Okay, but so I day one of going into jail, I was like, I can't really be a teacher anymore. This is kind of where that road ends. So I was like, it sucks that I didn't give the amount of energy and dedication towards music that I could have. And it's actually funny because before I left for Nepal, I did record an album. The first album I ever put out there is called Nexus. I had like 3 songs on there that really don't have a cohesive message. I was just kind of like putting my musical talent out there. So I recorded this, and I literally dropped it before I went to jail. I came back from Nepal, I dropped it on a
Kayla,
Tuesday, and I went to jail.
He said that he recorded it.
No, Kayla wasn't in this.
Oh yeah, I mean
This is
like
just me.
I didn't record it. We went to a guy's house. I don't remember what the guy's name was.
Danforth, Alex Danforth.
Yeah.
Shout out Alex
And
Danforth.
we recorded in his attic, so it wasn't like a typical, I guess, recording situation. It was more like a home recording situation.
Yeah.
I didn't record it.
These weren't Igimeji songs.
Yeah,
These were just
like I
Ladi.
feel like the theme was the songs have a cohesive theme. A lot of them are about like our relationship. Once again,
In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
They do.
That's
do.
how you were taking the music that he was writing at the time.
Well, actually, she's the album cover of that album.
I'm sure.
A lot of the message is probably really about Kayla when I write back to it. Yeah. It's like, yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
Kayla, how do you feel about these initial offerings?
Oh man, I feel like I write songs about it too. Like I feel like we're always coming about it in like different ways. Like I've been a songwriter. I guess you could say since I was like, I started writing music when I was like 13. So I think like I went from like singing to myself and making up words as like a baby, as like a child, to like writing poetry, to like starting to try to really write songs when I was like 13. And so I've always kind of written about love, but my love songs sound different from his. And so I love that, you know, I get these like amazing offerings that I know like he takes time and like effort, and it's like really sweet to like hear them live, and like, you know, people be like, oh, that's so cute, yeah. And so, but yeah, I think it's like,
She's not really feeling it though.
wow, dang. Why are you even like,
Do you feel me?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like if I didn't feel you, I wouldn't be writing songs about it too. Like
Okay.
yeah,
All right,
so
fair enough.
like
It's good to know. Sometimes I just need that reminder.
yeah,
It'd be nice.
it's definitely, it's like, it's kind of weird actually to be in a band with someone that you write songs about and y'all are like playing the songs
To
together.
each
Is there like an inside joke with your band? You know, because they all gotta know.
No, it's like, I mean, yeah, they do know. Like it's
That's
pretty
what I'm
obvious.
saying.
On a
Yeah,
level, but, like,
it's
That's what I'm
not.
saying.
It's
an
not
inside
awkward.
joke. 'Cause,
I feel like the worst that could have happened in that regard already went and happened, because I wrote a song about like when Ladi had pissed me off, and I wrote a whole song about it, and
I wrote guitar for that song.
yeah, exactly. So it's like that's probably the most like
y'all
messed
really
up it could
get
actually
to work
be.
out y'all relationship for our entertainment, and I just think that's
In a
fucking
way.
cool.
I
I think that is fucking cool.
In a way, yeah. So yeah, we done that in Nepal too. Even like before stuff had gone out, we had started like writing some of our stuff together. Which it'd be cool to find like what recordings of that from somewhere. I feel
They're
like
on
they
Instagram.
exist somewhere from way back. But eventually, I went to jail. I was there. I really turned my mode of thinking from being a teacher to being in the music.
That only remain leaves me with one question. Kayla, why didn't you bail your boy out? Man? What was you doing?
Why
What
did I
was
bail?
you doing?
She was definitely there.
Oh, I bailed him out.
She was
Yeah,
definitely
Lottie is
there.
the third time I've had to bail someone out of jail.
Wow.
I always put that shit on Facebook. I'm not ashamed no more. Yeah, Lottie's
Oh
the
my
third
God.
person I bailed out of jail. So,
So she stuck by me for sure, 100%.
yeah,
And we even fight through jail, bro.
yeah.
Like there's sometimes she comes to jail and I'm
Do
heated
y'all
about
have
something.
phones?
No.
Nah.
Actually, it would be like the funniest thing. We would actually genuinely be having like what would generally be a private conversation, but like because he's behind this jail cell where other people are like around and they can like hear us. So like we would sometimes he would get like a little loud, and like people would like guys would just come and just like stand by, just as if they knew what we were talking about.
And they don't even like necessarily speak English, but they're just there to kind of listen to the conversation.
It's just like TV. It's like drama. Yeah. Every time I would come to the cage, they would be coming over to the cage like, oh, she gonna say some shit, and they gonna be loud again. Oh shit, and it was just like, what?
Oh, that's right. Y'all was just in the cage.
Right? It was just like,
I was in the cage. She was on the other side of that.
I was on the other side.
Depends on how you looking at it.
Bro, oh my God. Yeah.
I was on the other side in another cage
in Nepal that she couldn't really leave at that time. But I'm in there for 30 days. I get out finally, and I'm not even allowed to be deported. I'm still being investigated by the Attorney General and all that shit. That's when I like finally just swung headfirst into music. We started creating songs. I brought out Magic from jail.
You know, and you wrote that. So, like, you're moving too fast, man. I mean, maybe I'm listening slow, but it sounds like you're moving too fast. You know, like, you said that you came up with this while you was locked up. You didn't tell us why. You didn't tell us the reason.
Dude,
what was you feeling? Because, like, I'm going to tell you, I was locked up for 8 months when I was 16. You know, juvenile shit. But they, you know, they sent us away, too. So I know just what it's like to be writing bars and writing music when you're in a cage 23 hours a day.
Dude, you know? It's okay. So you feel me on that?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I didn't have a guitar in there to really crank out the idea. I had to just focus on remembering this riff that Marcus had. Like, Marcus is like one of my best friends, if not my best friend. I've been making music with him before I even became a teacher a while ago. That riff was in my mind, and music just comes to me in words and chunks and pieces. And I just like wrote out the hook. If you're out there searching for me, I will find you exactly where you need to be. Once you find my love is for free, I'll be right here waiting for you. And that's just how I felt probably at some point when I was fighting with Kayla from jail. Somewhere in there.
Turn it on, Red.
But yeah, that's the origin.